What's up guys, we're going to be updating the Slim edition of BlackArch Linux. Now the key differences with the Slim version, very simply less packages, so it should be a bit easier to keep updated. I still imagine we're going to run into quite a few issues. This is a fresh version of BlackArch Linux Slim. The only thing we've done is change the wallpaper and increase the size of the font on the terminal. Apart from that, it's a completely fresh and probably quite outdated version of BlackArch. So let's fire up our terminal. And one of the lessons we've learned in previous updates of BlackArch is that before we do anything, if it's been a while, it's a good idea just to refresh the keys. And we can do that with sudo pacman-key refresh-keys. So let's run that. We'll be back shortly once that's complete. Just need to type in our password and the process has begun. Alright, so the keys have been refreshed. We're now going to run the update command and just see what kind of problems we run into. Wouldn't really be an Arch update without some serious problems along the way. So the command is sudo pacman-syu. Let's run that and see what we get. So immediately it's asking us if we want to replace various packages. Presumably these are upgrades, so we'll just say yes for these. You can see that yes is the default option, that's why it's a capital Y, so we can just press enter for all of these. Now it's telling us about Python mistune, and there's a conflict. Would we like to remove Python mistune? We'll just choose yes for that, even though it's not the default. And we get some information regarding the update. You can see we need to download about 3.4 gig of packages. So we'll just choose yes for that and we'll be back shortly after it's done. Alright, so now it's asking us if we want to import some additional PGP keys. We're just going to say yes to this. Just going to ensure the maximum number of packages are going to be reported as working and not invalid. And now it's checking the package integrity. Alright, it's asking for a few more PGP keys to import. And now we get an error message, and it's regarding libmfx, and it's saying it's corrupted or invalid. Now, it's probably not the package that's invalid. It's probably to do with the fact that the key doesn't match up to the package. So you can see there that the key for libmfx, it's unknown. So it's impossible for Arch to trust this package. That's why it's saying it's invalid, or it could be corrupted, but given that it's already told us it doesn't trust this key, it seems that's very likely the issue. Now, we don't want to install packages that are untrusted, whatever the reason is, even if it's a problem with the key. The point is the keys are there to protect us, so we're just going to go ahead and delete that. And we can see it's not the only package with that issue. We also have this vmath, we're going to delete that, and we also have this pycryptodome, which allows us to access cryptographic primitive functions as part of a Python script. So we've done a lot of the downloading work, but we can see a few things have errored out. We've asked Arch to delete those. So right now we're just going to run the update script again and see how far we get the second time around. So we're going to run sudo pacman-syu. And we have to answer some of the same questions again, such as replacing packages with other packages, but you've already seen how we do that, so we'll just skip to the end of this process. Now, one thing to note here is this time when we're running the update process, we can see that it immediately grabs those packages again, the ones that are breaking the update. So we've grabbed libmfx, we've grabbed vmath, and we've grabbed pycryptodome. We don't want those, but obviously just telling Arch to delete them is not good enough. I don't really think this is how things are supposed to work, but that's obviously what's taking place right now. So we're just going to make sure that those packages are manually removed. So I've written down the names of those packages in a note document, and we're going to run sudo pacman-r, and we're going to remove libmfx. Now notice that it refuses to remove that package, and it's basically saying we can't remove this package because it's required by another package, ffmpeg. So basically Arch is preventing us from removing packages from our own operating system. So how do we get around this? Well, we can tell it to also remove any packages that depend on the package that we're trying to remove. So we can do that with sudo pacman-r. We'll type the name of the package, libmfx, and then we're going to use -- cascade. And we'll see that this also removes the ffmpeg package as well, since that depends on libmfx. So it gives us some information regarding all of the packages that it's going to remove. And we'll agree to that. It seems like there's some fairly important packages here like Firefox, so we are going to have to reinstall those afterwards. But it will get us around the problem for now. We also need to run the same command for vmaf. And also we have this PyCryptoDome. And there's PyCryptoDome and PyCryptoDome-X. So let's see what we have installed. I'm just going to run a quick sudo pacman-s, well, -ss for search. And we're going to type Python PyCryptoDome. And that should also bring up PyCryptoDome-X. So you can see we have two packages installed there. We're also going to remove both of those. So let's change this to a tag R. I'm going to add tag cascade. That's Python PyCryptoDome. Let's get rid of those. And also want to do the same thing for PyCryptoDome-X. Okay. So with all of those packages gone, let's now run sudo pacman-syu. Let's see where we get to this time. Now we've reached a stage where it's checking package integrity again. And I'd like to point out that we're no longer automatically downloading libmfx and vmaf. After we've used pacman-r to remove those packages, they've gone. But we also removed PyCryptoDome-X, and guess what? It's decided to reinstall itself as part of this update, and then promptly proceeds to break the update process, because we obviously can't complete the update process with PyCryptoDome-X installed. So as we can see, it's a bit of a problem if the update process installs something that would prevent the update process from completing. And again, as far as I know, it shouldn't be doing this because we've uninstalled it and we've removed all packages that depend on it. But I imagine what's happening is there are some packages that are still depending on it, even though they weren't shown up with that -- cascade option. So the update process is just automatically installing PyCryptoDome-X every time, even though it breaks the update process. Alright, so surprise, surprise, we get the message that we can't complete the install process because the PyCryptoDome package is invalid or corrupted. And right before that, we have this error message saying the signature which would verify that particular package is of unknown trust. Now it's asking us if we want to delete that package, but we know that it's not actually going to delete that package. Now it is possible to go to this location, var cache pacman package, and delete Python PyCryptoDome, but it's just going to reinstall itself in that directory after we run the update again. So we need a way of telling pacman to not install that package, and this is where pacman.conf comes in. So if we cd into etc, and in this directory there should be a pacman.conf file. In fact, let's just assume it's there. So we're going to type sudo vim pacman.conf. I can see it's there thanks to tab complete. Now if we just look through this pacman.conf, obviously it's the configuration settings for Pacman Package Manager. And we see that one of the directives that's commented out is ignore package. And the idea is if we specify a package next to that directive, then Pacman is going to not install that package as part of the update process. It's going to ignore that package. Now, I don't want to mess around too much with what's there in the current comment. So I'm just going to create a new directive, ignore package, and I'm going to put equals, copying the syntax that's already there. And we do not want Python PyCryptoDome-X. So with Vim, we're going to press escape, :WQ. Write and save that to the file. So if we just cat that to the screen, we should be able to see our changes in there. So ignore package equals Python PyCryptoDome-X. Okay, so all we need to do now is run the update command again, and let's see if we get further in the update process this time. So sudo pacman-syu. Once again, same options as before, back shortly. Now it's telling us that it's not able to install certain other packages that depend on picryptodome-X. But the thing is, we ran the cascade command, and it obviously didn't remove those packages, even though they depend on picryptodome-X. And we can see a couple of affected packages here. We've got this Python AESEDB, we've got Python Unicrypto. Now we can just skip those, and it should actually work. It's saying the following package cannot be upgraded due to unresolvable dependencies. And I mentioned this Python PyPyCats as well. We're just going to skip that. So we'll just type yes for this. And also we'll choose to remove Python mistune. So once again, it's going through the package integrity check. Hopefully we'll pass this time. Well, it looks like the update process has successfully completed. I imagined it would have been easier than the full version of BlackArch, but this did seem to be more challenging overall. There's also a few loose ends we might want to deal with. Firstly, is Firefox still there? Yeah, it's not, because we had to remove it. So let's see if we can reinstall Firefox post-update with the command sudo pacman -s Firefox. And it wants to put ffmpeg back in place. That's fine. Well, how easy was that? Boom. There we go. Firefox up and running, and also ffmpeg. Alright, so if you can get past the difficulty of the initial update, seems like this might be fairly easy to use operating system with XFCE already installed and quite a number of pen testing packages already in place, but not so much bloat that the update process, or I should say re-update process, if you update regularly, is not too difficult. But the initial update was a little bit tricky, as we've just seen. Alright, enjoy BlackArch Slim Edition. Thanks very much for watching, guys.